Welcome to the newsletter for January 2026. This is the year of the fire horse, and I'm really excited because I spent the last part of 2025 and definitely the last month really honing in on some incredible skills to help you with your health and wellness, finding that vitality you're looking for, creating a community that you can feel a real solid belonging to, and also collaborations with some incredible partners in the health industry. I am hoping that what you'll do is take a few minutes, maybe make yourself a cup of tea, but sit down with this newsletter and then go through some of the different programs and see what fits for you. You can meet me in person. So if you're in Inverness County, then you know that you can see me for Tai Chi on Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays with our regular Cape Breton Tai Chi program, so under Tai Chi Cape Breton. But I also am adding Baddeck, and I will be in Baddeck on Saturdays for 12 weeks. I also will be doing some special programs with CORAH. Now, CORAH is going to become a sponsor for us in Craignish on Thursdays, and Thursday is now in the noon hour. And so I'm looking forward to what that's going to mean for us. But it also means some extra workshops with CORAH at NSCC in Port Hawkesbury. So stay tuned for their calendar as it comes out. It'll also be posted on my blog at the Greenwell Center. Okay, now the programs that are online. I am so excited. So for those people who would like to do a deeper dive into energy work, I have the YINtegration program, which has had 24 different kinds of programs across several years. And what we are doing is diving into the innate healing potential. So how science works with the way the enzymes function and the way the body comes together when we connect with others for healing. Now, that's how it's explained from that very first science in the 1930s. But what I have done is partnered with some other collaborators and the way that they look at it, but I've also taken it more into a cosmic quantum physics approach. And so we'll be exploring that as well. So this is a great way for you to goal set at the start of your week. We practice on Tuesdays, we get together on Tuesdays in the later afternoon for Atlantic time, 5:45. And what we do with that is we have the goal setting happening, and we're going to really hone in on some of the goal setting skills. But then what we're going to be doing is looking at what is our inspiration that we're bringing to the table. Each of us usually pulls a card or has a saying or something that's been inspiring for them that week. And then we're going to dive into a concept and then some movement to bring it all together and get us moving and actually energetically shifting us. So if that's something that is of interest to you, we start on Tuesday, January the 6th. So I would love for you to come and join us. I have a special video I've already prepared on doing an overarching goal for the program. Now, if you want to stick to movement specifically, then I am teaching an online Tai Chi class that has the neuro arts wrapped around it. So we have Marian Egan, who is painting the experience of the energy of what's happening in the class. This time we have 3 musicians. We have 2 harpists and a fiddler who are going to change off with playing music for us, but it's going to be very different this session because our focus is on the 5-element theory from Chinese medicine, which goes back thousands of years. And we're looking at the relationship of our organ systems to each other and to the music. So we're going to be very specific each week about which system we're going to focus on, so you can start to understand how stomach and spleen work together, or lung and large intestine, when you want to look at one system because you have a cold coming on, or another system because the digestion is sluggish or you need to improve circulation. All of that's going to be weaved into the Tai Chi movement. And then you're going to know how the Tai Chi set that we're working on is going to support your system when you have these different challenges. So this is going to be an incredible approach. We're going to do a nurturing cycle first. That's going to take us 6 weeks. And the other 6 weeks will go into a co-cycle. And that co-cycle is where we change behaviors, patterns that keep bringing us back to the same place and where we don't want to be for health and wellness. So we're going to take that second set of 6 weeks to bring that around. And we had the music to do it with. We also have Tanya Levy's bringing us some photographs that bring us to nature. Nature instantly changes the way the body's going to function. And so we're bringing that on board beforehand. I have already prepared 12 videos that will introduce you to your goal setting for each week so that you know how to get started and really be a part of the package, really be co-active in what we're doing. All right. So those are the things that are starting on this coming week. So January 6th, that's on Tuesday at noon, is that program. That is Symphony of Radiance. And it used to be called Movement and Music or Music and Movement. Colin and I would go back and forth, but we're going to call it Symphony of Radiance because really with the neuro arts, we're really building a much bigger package and all based on movement and anything you can do at home that's easy. Now, moving from that, I have been building up the podcast with some really incredible interviews with specialists in the areas outside of physical, because we always go to when we want to feel better, we try to eat better, sleep better, move better. But we want to go beyond that because there's so many other things that we can be doing that we can bring back to those things that can help bring the vibrancy we're looking for. And so that's where I've gone. So I would invite you to check in with the podcast. There were some gems that came across at Christmas time. They were for Christmas, but you can use them any time of the year. So go in and check on some of those little tips and tools that we had. And then stay tuned for what's coming up with Kate and Denise, because we're doing all about emotions based on the 5 elements from Chinese medicine. And this is going to link beautifully in with all of the conversations we're having on Symphony of Radiance, as well as YINtegration. So that's going to all link together. I have also partnered with Anne-Marie Boudreau, who, oh my gosh, she is a sound guru. I don't know how else to, she has done all kinds of work with newborns, with people passing away, with oncology, with just bringing vibrancy to life, all through sound, using the voice, using many different kinds of instruments. She studied all over the world. We've combined forces to do 2 retreats, one in February and one in March. These are standalone, so you don't have to do both. But if you do, you know that you'll be able to add on to what you're learning. But you're going to be able to understand how your vocalization and your ability to resonate with sound within your body can change how you're living. And so we're going to have 2 afternoons where we can just dive in and explore for you. And so that is in February and March. Now you'll find all of this at thegreenwellcenter.com in the events section of the shop. Okay. The last part, which two things that are coming up. One is steeped in story. So how you write, how you journal, how you take ideas and put them to paper in a wellness way. So that's coming with Teresa Stone. Her and I are just finalizing the details on that beautiful one. It comes with a journal, comes with tea. We have a great conversation. We can loop that all together. And then in August is an 8-day retreat here on Cape Breton Island. And I have colleagues coming in from all over the world who are going to bring some of their expertise, combine it with the things that I like to do and share with people, combine it with Tai Chi Cape Breton, because we're going to introduce you to our group and have you come and join us. We're going to travel to Doug Fraser's art studio. We're going to check out different restaurants. We're going to go to the beach. We're going to find out what the music in Cape Breton can do to help bring vitality to your living. And we have an 8-day opportunity. You can break it into 4 parts if you don't want to do the full 8 days. But I invite you to think about it. It'll be the 3rd week of August, and the details for that will be out in another week or 2. We're just finalizing those last bits. I couldn't get all that down to put it in a newsletter, and so I wanted to tell it to you straight. I am so excited about what's coming. I invite you, please come and join me. Pick some of the programming that's there for you, and then find out how we can work together to give 2026 that sparkle that you're looking for. And if you're interested in learning more about the spirituality of healing, because we can do structural, chemical, nutritional, mental, emotional, spiritual. Spiritual usually kind of goes off to the side, and it's that piece that's kind of elusive. But Delphine Rossi is doing a special workshop for Can Be Well. And it's running for the 3 Wednesdays in January, the last 3. So not next week, but the following week. And I would love it for you to come and join us in the conversations that she's going to invite us to have. And it'll help spark a different way to thinking about how your wellness goes, but also the way that you live and then the choices that you make. That one you can register for. It's on canbewell.org. And if you go into the workshops on that page, you'll see the registration there. Okay, there's a lot happening. There's no excuse for you to be sitting at home, twiddling your thumbs, wondering how you're going to get active this year, because we have that covered for you. All the best for 2026. May your dreams come true. Thank you so much for being on this journey and for accepting my newsletter and reading everything that I have to offer. Take care. Love you.